I can see I'm gonna have to step in and fix the shit that the detective's being dumb about.
You seem to look pleased, Naruhodo-san. Do you like the idea of another chance to dance around with Mr. Sholmes, you gay wad?
I'm not gay! I'm not gay! I'm not gay, Susanoo!
I know what you are!
Stop it! Stop it now!
Can you put up a picture of the homophobic dog?
Fine, I will. Anyway, there must be something else here that shows what this woman is up to.
Oh.
Tiara. The proof of your crime is surely the tiara. Ah! I believe this tiara is worn on stage by dancers in the Novovich Ballet, is it not?
Indeed, it would appear to be identical to the tiara pictured here in the newspaper article. And if the reporting is to be believed, it's an item worth 20,000 rupees.
Which, in case you forgot, by last week, that's about $8,000 today.
Fucking $8,000. In summary,
The crime you have committed is theft. Oh no!
yes, you left your ballet troupe unlawfully taking their precious tiara with you.
No, she's just doing her best.
She's so cute.
I have no one. No family, no friends. I am all alone. And I need money. But I did not steal the tiara. It was a present from, how do you say, an Earl of Fruscia. It belongs to me. This girl is only 15 years old, and she's run away all by herself. She must have been extremely lonely.
Oh my god, I feel so bad.
I am very
Poor-
pensive. Alright,
Poor
I will
baby.
tell you everything. There is no point hiding it now.
Come on, come. Let us not be hasty.
What?
There remains one unsolved mystery about you.
Mystery? What do you mean? Oh yeah, what the fuck's in the case?
You have staunchly refused to open this traveling case of yours in our presence. It is reasonable to conclude, therefore, that there exists some reason why you wish it to remain closed. Is that not so, Miss Pavlova? That's a food, right?
Pavlova?
Yeah.
I don't know, to be honest. I'm not big on my Russian knowledge.
My dear girl, there is no sense in playing games with me. Nothing escapes my attention. Indeed, I have a very good idea of the contents of your case, even before I have ever laid eyes on them.
It's a 15-year-old ballerina.
Dear me. We are not well suited
okay.
to a life of crime, are we? Yabba yabba dabba doo. Yes, the reason
Whoa.
books on the shelf.
He's completely changed tack with his deduction now.
I think Mr. Sholmes is adapting his logic to the changing circumstances, don't you?
Maybe, but why has he suddenly brought the bookshelf into all this? It's just a wild guess, surely.
Oh. Do you think so?
Well, it doesn't seem likely that the reason why this young woman doesn't want to open her case would have been written in a book that doesn't even belong to her.
Yes, that's true. But still. Miss Pavlova certainly did cast her eyes in that direction. I noticed it myself.
Then there has to be another reason why she won't open her case. And it must be somewhere in the same area, if that's where her gaze was involuntarily drawn.
I agree. That's the only answer.
Whatever she has hidden inside that case should be revealed by following her gaze in the direction of the bookcase.
Be warb.
What is this?
These are the rules of passage.
Thank you.
We already know.
Oh, okay, yeah. that's
Don't
true.
kill people.
Or bring pets on.
It's a pet!
Oh, she has a pet! She has a pet! Show 'ems! Break her glass! Yes, the reason why you refuse to open your case is written in the Rules of Passage. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden.
Inside that case of yours is something forbidden from carriage on this vessel.
It's a gun.
That is the real reason why you refuse to open it, thus revealing its contents.
It's a gun that can move.
Oh.
As we've seen, the trunk wobbles from time to time. But no weapon or other dangerous item would move of its own accord. Except if it was an alive gun.
What is this, Soul Eater?
I don't know.
Which leaves but one possibility, Miss Pavlova. Inside your traveling case... I can't do a good snap like I did earlier. Oh, look at us!
Yay.
It's the last item
listed
as forbidden rules of passage.
Pet!
Pet!
Fuck.
Did it.
We butchered that
did
one,
it.
Sholmes.
No, we did so good. We did so good. It was so good. She's like, can you repeat that? I have no idea what you said.
What did you just say to me? Possession of a prohibited animal. Solved. Deduction complete. Elementary.
Elementary.
So that's the dance of deduction.
I like that. I like that Shom spins around and does little JoJo poses.
They're very fun. They're very fun. So clearly, you aren't who you said you were.
No, I am not Grimsby Warlot. My real name is Nikolina Pavlova. Everything you said was correct.
You absconded during one of your ballet company's performances in order to escape your homeland. Later that same night, you stole aboard this vessel.
Which couldn't have been easy. The Buria is a huge steamship with a vast crew. Could she really have snuck on board without being noticed?
Well, you did.
That's true, I did. Well,
In order to obscure your true identity, you somewhat recklessly took the guise of an old gentleman.
Okay, but to be fair, I did hide and no one knew I was here. They know she's here. Because they were like, Mr. Grimsby's in the next door or whatever.
One of you is wanted for murder right now, so...
Potato, potato.
And you intended to sever all links with your past by severing your long hair. And as a blonde, I find that very offensive.
They do have, like, the same color hair.
Yet to a woman, hair is no trifling matter. My personal recommendation is to leave well alone.
So, if it was just you, about to cut off your own hair, who was it that let out the scream we heard from outside the cabin?
That veritable tinkling of a bell? Why, none other than the young lady, naturally.
More like a full set of pipes, if you ask me.
I was so scared when I ran away from Shanghai. In Shanghai. I was sure they would come looking for me. That's why I decided to, how do you say, disgust myself, so no one would recognize me.
As a result, you transformed yourself into that questionable old man? I see. Oh, this poor girl! I just want to give her a hug!
I put on the fur hat and fake beard. Then, just before you came in here, I saw in the newspaper, right on the page, there was a picture of me. I was so frightened, I couldn't stop from screaming. I knew that if I didn't change my appearances completely, they would find me. So, I decided to cut all my hair as fastly as possible. I picked up the scissors in my hand and...
At that precise moment, we walked in through the annoyingly unlocked cabin door. Things happen like that sometimes, don't they?
Dude, that's just how it be sometimes.
It is what it
It
is.
is what it is.
Things do indeed happen like that from time to time.
So true. Are those two even talking about the same thing?
There's just one more thing I'd like to know.
Who sent you?
What exactly do you have in your traveling case?
Oh, you were right. It is my dear friend inside. My only friend in the whole world. Please, don't tell anyone. If the captain finds out, if you say to any of the crew.
Your secret is safe with us, I assure you. But in return, you must tell us, in as much detail as you can muster, about the events of last night.
Yes, alright. I will tell you.
Well, Mr. Naruhodo? Wasn't it something Mr. Sholmes... Wasn't it something Mr. Sholmes' great deduction?
It was certainly something, yes. I'm just not entirely sure what. But at least Miss Pavlova has agreed to tell us what she knows. That's incredible.
Indeed! It is incredible.
Sholmes, can I just, like, talk to Susanoo?
Oh, and one more thing.
Oh, yes? What?
Observe your wrists.
My... You motherfucker!
Your hands! They're cuffed again!
What? But how?
True to my word, I have restored your shackles.
When? And why?
There's still a shadow of guilt cast over you, Mr. Naruhodo. I'm sorry to say, it can't be helped at the moment.
Can't it? Really?
Anyway, let's listen to what Miss Pavlova has to say. I can't go on not knowing. I have to find out what the speckled band that Kazuma-sama wrote about in his diary really was.
Yeah, what the fuck is the speckled band?
Speckled band. It's
converse.
like the worst 90s, like, punk group you've ever heard.
Let's go back to Cosmo's house. No, I'm kidding.
We are the speckled band! 1, 2, 3, 4!
Did you know that someone was killed in the cabin next door to this one last night?
One of the crewmen told me this morning when I was eating breakfast.
The man who died, he was a friend of mine.
Oh,
That's why we're trying to find out what happened. Did you notice anything unusual last night?
Perhaps you heard a strange noise, for example? Perhaps people talking? Perhaps the ship was absorbed in a wild tempest. Perhaps its steam engine exploded.
Perhaps everyone on board would have noticed if that had happened.
Miss Pavlova, is there anything you can tell us?
I don't know. I'm sorry, but all I could think about last night was what I had done and whether they would find me. I didn't notice anything that was happening around me.
Oh, I see.
So you're useless.
She was too far. Don't be mean to her. You've run away from your ballet company, haven't you? The Novovich Ballet?
Yes. I am traveling to Great Britain, and from there, I want to go to America.
We exist?
I will never...
Yes? What the fuck are you? It's like 1890.
Oh, yeah. How much do we exist, though?
I don't know. I don't remember this entire fucking chronicle, dude.
Yeah.
I will never dance again. I want to forget everything about the ballet. I will
Oh,
start
just
a new
like
life.
that. Just like that song. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feeler got no rhythm.
I know what song you're talking about. I just haven't heard it in fucking years.
You wish to forget? A challenging proposition when you have that striking tiara as a reminder.
But the tiara is mine. I need it to live. I have no money of my own. The Novovich Ballet gives us only a little food and water.
Oh my
and we must dance all over the world.
Holy
I
shit.
had to run away. I had no choice. If I stayed, it would have killed me.
So you ran away to protect yourself?
Yes. And the crew of this ship, they have all been kind to me. They let me come on board, and they said I could hide in this cabin.
Aww. That is indeed the truth, Miss Pavlova. It creates a most intriguing conundrum.
Oh no.
Yes, it does. What do you think about it, Mr. Naruhodo?
Me? Oh, well, yes, of course. Sorry, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I think we should hear Miss Pavlova's
What, are you
explanation.
bored? What's going on?
No, the Benadryl I took is starting to kick in a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Because my allergies have been bad for the last, like, fucking month. So I took some Benadryl
Yeah.
before we started recording so I wouldn't have to blow my nose every, like, 2 minutes. Which is, it's
My dad
nice,
has a
but-
weird theory that Benadryl doesn't actually do anything. It just, like, makes you sleepy so you don't have to feel the effects of the allergies.
I mean, I am sleepy and I don't feel the effects of the allergies anymore, so I think your dad's kind of wrong, but...
Okay. Miss Pavlova, allow me to pose you a riddle.
What walks on 3 legs in the morning?
It's 4 in the morning.
Oh, it's 4!
According to this newspaper, it was only yesterday that you absconded from the ballet.
It means about the same thing.
Yeah. Now, that being the case, it must have been last night that you boarded this vessel.
It must have been last night!
However, the SS Bureau
Jesus Christ, Sholmes.
stopped by no port last night.
I love it. Oh, that's it! Of course!
He's secretly an American and he just can't get his accent.
He's just really trying. He's really trying.
So how is it, pray, that you come to be aboard?
Well, I'm a 2x4 plank.
Oh my god. No. No. Dude, I'm really upset at you with that one. Now that I think about it, the crewmen outside the cabin acted very strangely when we mentioned that. It was just after we asked him about when the occupant of this cabin came aboard.
That's me again.
That was not the voice.
That is not your business.
What a cool flashback. Yes, you're right. He did seem to be hiding something. I'm a little girl.
So meek.
An angel descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to the stage. Sorry, what was that? It is how the Russian newspapers described one of my performances. And that is how I came here, too. I descended from the heavens, because I am an angel.
Okay,
Alright. Considering English isn't your mother tongue, your description is very vivid.
Mr. Sholmes once said, I never can resist a touch of the dramatic. Seems Miss Pavlova is the same.
I mean, she's a fucking performer, that makes sense.
A genius descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to detection. Words once said by myself. A quote from a wonderfully extravagant advertisement for the adventures of Herlock Sholmes, in fact.
Sholmes, do you mind? Yes, Mr. Showy. Anyway, it doesn't look like Miss Pavlova is gonna tell us what really happened. Friend? Who's your friend? So the friend you mentioned is inside your traveling case, is that right?
I don't think animals are allowed. Sasato.
Yeah.
Oh,
Girl.
please!
The only reason we know there's an animal in there is because of the rules of
Don't tell any
passage,
of the
girl.
crew. If they found my precious...
Then the burly Russians would bestir themselves in unison to throw you and your case overboard. No doubt.
So reassuring, Mr. Sholmes.
But what sort of pet is your friend? A little puppy? It is, isn't it?
Maybe an adorable little rabbit?
Oh. Ha! You credit Fresha as a land with small rabbits, do you?
Oh, don't they have small rabbits there then?
You may well ask. I have no idea!
Ah.
You two are miserable bungalows when it comes to understanding
Okay,
the
he is
nature of a young
British.
ballerina's friends.
This fucker just said bunglers.
Bunglers! Miserable bunglers! Isn't it obvious it must be a chicken? Holy shit. Really? Consider the benefits. A rousing wake-up call, daily fresh eggs. And when adversity strikes, it could satisfy the needs of sustenance. Most animals can do that.
So you'd eat your friends. I'll remember that.
I would too. Well, it would appear this friend's identity is a closely guarded secret not to be revealed.
She obviously doesn't quite trust us yet. There's something I should like to show her, I think. Maybe she might be able to shed some light on it? The diary?
The diary?
Yeah, because we're like,
Yes.
hey, did you know about the speckled band? This is the diary
It's my
of my
favorite
friend
band.
who passed away.
His diary?
Yes, and he wrote in it last night before he died. Something a bit unusual. It reads, 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound. And then a few minutes later, 1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill.
A speckled band? I don't understand.
It's strange, isn't it? Strange, isn't it? But the ventilator he mentions joins this cabin, you see. There it is. It's up there on the wall.
In other words, this cabin and the victims' cabins are connected together in holy matrimony under Lord.
Dearly
Our God up
beloved.
above. Oh, marriage is what brings us together.
My.
Miss Pavlova? Has something occurred to you? Does the speckled band the victim mentioned mean something to you? Or the whistling sound, perhaps?
My gun has a bunch of speckles on it.
Well, look at this fancy little gun next time on Shuttle Jump.
Yee doggers.
Yeah!
That peaked the mic so
Oh, no.
fucking much.